Good day, junior high school Monicans. I want to greet all of you of a meaningful and blessed new year. Another year ended just like that. 2021 is now officially a part of the past. And a new year unfolds before us. And 2022 should not be considered as a complete overhaul of our lives, wherein we return from the square one. Rather, I want you to look at it as an opportunity for us to continue with a renewed fervor as we commit ourselves to make our good better and our better best. Do not forget the mistakes you have done from the past. That is part of moving on. Learn from them. As you approach this new year, keep with you what truly matters in life. Most importantly, stay closely to those who care for you and become a caring person yourself for them. This day, we will be having our fourth homeroom guidance session for this academic year, which will focus on the topic going beyond the self in the spirit of fraternity. In this session, we will explore on the importance of social connectedness in the context of fraternity or kapatiran in our Filipino value system. I invite all of you to think in a deeper way and seek for the ways on how all of us can become true companions to our loved ones within our own families, circle of friends, and social groups. Let us begin. I would like to focus on the concept of fraternity. Since our younger days in the primary years of education, we have been exposed to the ideals of kapatiran and pakikipagkapwa-tao as part of our collective identity as Filipinos. It is as if being a Filipino requires us to possess these values which many of our great heroes and notable leaders have shown through their noble example. Looking at the surface level, fraternity may pertain to a relationship built by individuals who possess a common set of ideals and interests. Because they see a common denominator among themselves, they tend to associate themselves to one another. However, Filipinos have a deeper understanding of this value as we keep using the term kapatiran as its translation in our mother tongue. Binibigyang diin natin ang katotohanan na tayo ay magkakapatid at nararapat lamang na magturingan tayo bilang magkakapatid. Wala dapat lamangan at sama-sama dapat tayong uusad pasulong sa buhay. Magtatanong tayo, bakit kaya ganito ang ating paniniwala bilang mga Pilipino? At marahil madaling sabihin at madaling tanggapin ang ganitong bagay kung titingnan lamang natin ang ating mga kamag-anak at kaibigan. Pero paano ang gagawin natin sa mga taong hindi naman natin kilala o sa mga taong hindi naman natin kasundo? Ang pakikipagkapatiran ay nakaugat sa pakikipagkapwa-tao. Tayo ay inaasahang ituturing ang bawat isa bilang kapantay natin. Pare-parehas tayong may dangal na dapat ingatan at igalang. Mayroon tayong likas na kabutihan sa ating sarili at iyon ang nagbubuklod sa bawat isa sa atin. Tayo ay kapwa, kapuwang ng bawat isa. Nabubuhay tayo sa iisang puwang, sa iisang mundo, at dapat tayo ay magkaroon ng paggalang at pagmamalasakit para sa bawat isa. In one of his encyclical letters, Pope Francis have looked beyond the transactional understanding of fraternity that is based on sheer commonality. He said that authentic fraternity is marked by love, a love that is capable of seeing beyond the conditions that divide and separate us from one another. We must look at each other as our own brothers and sisters who are part of ourselves, regardless of the differences in age, gender, belief, and social class. Hence, Pope Francis emphasized the concept of social friendship that is rooted in our openness to one another. I know many of you are struggling to see and recognize the innate goodness that other people possesses. We are bombarded by many triggers that tempt us to believe that trusting others is a dangerous thing to do. Many people are doing abusive things and actions against their neighbors. Others work on destroying reputations. Still others keep themselves unaffected in the face of irregularity and injustice, since they are safe and sound in their own comfort zones. We cannot really say who are our true friends, who will stay by our side, who will choose to remain for us. And the physical distance set by the pandemic have brought an unprecedented threat against our connectedness to one another. I know that trusting other people is a hard thing to do for many of us right now, but I would say it is still worth trying. It is still worth doing. Because you will never know someone unless you welcome him or her into your own life. You will never become a true brother or a sister, a companion to others, if you will keep yourself unwilling to share in their experiences in life. Social friendship begins in our conscious act of going beyond our comfort zones. When we leave behind all our selfish thoughts, then we will learn to understand others and know them as they are. Empathy happens as we stand in the very position they are standing at the very moment, at the present moment. Before we begin associating ourselves to other people, I would like to suggest beginning the process in our immediate environment. It is a good practice that we have a solid foundation, a solid group of people whom we can rely on and who can serve as our guide along the way. I would like to propose three actions that you can consider in becoming a better companion to your family members, friends, and significant others. First among the list is transparency. Be open to your trusted people. This is the fundamental aspect of rapport building. If you're happy, then show them that you're happy. If you're troubled, let them know that you are troubled. If you're struggling, learn to seek help from them. A person who is transparent is more trustworthy as they show the degree of confidence that they have to their parents, siblings, family members, and friends. Second is authenticity. Be true to yourself. Another trait that we need to acquire is integrity. There must be unity in all that we think, say, and do. Because we trust others, we should not be afraid to make them see who we really are. Part of becoming a true person is to embrace one's uniqueness. Each of us has his own strengths and weaknesses that each one must work with. We are imperfect and we must never be ashamed of it. We must never be afraid of who we really are. After all of us matters because we're all special. Finally, respect. Be conscious of others. Respect their beliefs and disposition in life. We may think, speak, or act differently, but we can always reach a common ground as long as we are willing to stop for a while and listen to one another. That is one of the best forms of respect that we can do in our lives today. If you successfully work on these three actions, then you are not far from becoming a kapwa person, a person who is worth trusting because you are willing and always ready to commit yourself to journey with other people. As we end our session this day, I would like to leave you a quotation which I want you to ponder in connection to our discussion on fraternity and social friendship. A renowned Filipino writer named Modesto de Castro have left us a good reminder which all of us Filipinos must memorize by the heart. This phrases came from his masterpiece Urbana at Felisa, and it reads, "Ang marunong makipagkapwa-tao ay maganda ang kaasalan. Palibhasa'y nag-iingat na ang kilos, asal at pangungusap ay matuntong sa guhit na di kapupuotan ng Diyos at kalugdan ng tao." Walang saysay ang talino at ganda ng kaanyuan kung hungkag at walang laman ang kalooban. What truly stands out is the beauty that comes from within, a genuine goodness that comes from a pure heart. Matuto lamang tayo na makipagkapwa-tao, maituturing na tayong totoong tao. Ang iba pang mga bagay, susunod na lang na kusa. Because at the end of the day, only those with pure hearts can gain the ultimate reward, which is the joy of being counted as God's faithful servants and praiseworthy companions in the eyes of other people. We will end this homeroom guidance session with a focus group discussion with your respective class advisors. Each one of you is expected to share some insights regarding our topic today. Here are guide questions that you can use for your sharing. First, who are the persons that made you realize your worth as a person? In what ways have they become a true brothers and sister to you? Second, having been loved and sought after, how will you extend the care you have received to those who are in need of support around you? After you watch this video discussion, kindly go to your homeroom Google Classroom and click the meeting link provided for the follow-up activity. Thank you for your participation. Have a good day ahead, Monicans.